Tensions are soaring. Iran is reportedly close to a deal with China for advanced supersonic antiship cruise missiles. This comes as the U.S. deploys a large naval force near the Iranian coast. The CM-302 missiles fly low and fast with a 290 kilometers range, designed to evade defenses, making them extremely difficult to intercept. The U.S. favors diplomacy but warns of force, while Iran is open to a deal. In other news, an Iranian court issued a death sentence for a man accused of enmity against God and a military helicopter crash killed at least 4. What's your take on these rapid developments? If you'd like, you can support us on. Get ready for the long haul. A new report predicts Russia can sustain its war in Ukraine through 2026. The International Institute for Strategic Studies reveals Russia's ability to fight remains strong. Moscow has massively boosted defense spending, reaching 7.3% of its GDP in 2025. They're relentlessly attacking Ukraine's infrastructure and developing advanced missiles and drones, with a range that could threaten targets across Europe. While recruitment quality is a concern, Russia still enlists thousands monthly. This report highlights the urgent need for NATO to significantly upgrade its missile and anti-drone defenses. What are your thoughts on this? Subscribe for more updates. If you'd like, you can support us on. Did you know a Ukrainian strike recently caught the US in a tricky situation? Ukraine hit a Russian oil terminal in Novoross with drones. The problem? This terminal handles Kazakh oil through a pipeline where US energy giant Chevron is a major shareholder. This directly impacted American economic interests. The U.S. State Department then formally warned Kyiv, asking them to avoid strikes on facilities with U.S. investments. They made it clear they aren't telling Ukraine to stop attacking Russian military targets, just to be careful where American money is involved. Kazakhstan also protested, calling it aggression against civilian infrastructure, though Ukraine claims military targets were hit too. What's your take on this complex situation? Subscribe for more updates. If you'd like, you can support us on. 4 years. Can you believe it? This week, Ukraine marks a grim anniversary, remembering its dead as the full-scale invasion by Russia enters its 5th year. The conflict rages on, with no end in sight. Despite mounting losses for both sides and relentless aerial attacks, Ukraine's military continues to resist. President Zelensky affirmed that Ukraine never chose this war, but has fiercely defended its independence and statehood. He led a solemn prayer service in Kyiv, surrounded by European leaders, as a minute's silence brought the capital to a halt. Russia, meanwhile, admits its war aims haven't been fully achieved and vows to continue its attacks, blaming Western support for the extended conflict. Hundreds of thousands have perished, and Ukraine urgently needs interceptor missiles to protect its cities. What's your take on these ongoing struggles? Subscribe for more updates. If you'd like, you can support us on.